Hi, Scorpio. My name is Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me for your October 2016 forecast for the month. I had to take it into the front porch because the backyard is just sweltering hot with the tree cut down back there. I have no protection, no shade, no privacy, so it's just very hard to get the readings done in the back. But I am using the Alchemical deck by Robert M. Place, and this is my steadfast go-to deck. If you read with me, I will be using this in readings. I want to thank you so much for subscribing to this channel and for your support on my Facebook page, Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot, and also for your support on IG. You can follow me at Summer Gemmy. It's a personal Instagram page, but I do post some astrological updates, and if you're into that kind of thing, cool. If not, that's cool too. Let's start the month with a Mercury transit into the sign of Libra, where he'll be conjunct the Sun and Jupiter. This is expansive energy in your 12th house. Mercury in the 12th house could ignite the dream life, your active dream recall, and the information that you are downloading through sleep, through REM sleep, could become very important. The 12th house is the house of rest, so it is important for Scorpio to get the required rest in October. It is a very tense month. We are having square upon square, and that is not just the Uranus-Pluto square. There's a square with Neptune, Jupiter, Saturn. It's all sorts of energies, and there is some restriction, some discord throughout the month, and I'll get to that and address those dates. But when Mercury is conjunct the Sun and Jupiter in the 12th house, this is the house of release, the house of endings, and what no longer serves your highest purpose, Scorpio. It's time to let that go as you're preparing for your solar return. And with the massive planets like Jupiter and the Sun involved in this 12th house, and Jupiter will be there for the full year through October 1st of 2017. And you're becoming more and more aware of the path, because there is a lot of insight when Jupiter is in the 12th house. Your internal purpose, the dialogue that you have with yourself internally, becomes expanded, aware, grand. You have a lot of faith and optimism to achieve things. And you might not take action on them too much because the 12th house is very quiet and non-reactive, but you're preparing. You are in a time of preparation right now, Scorpio. Now on the 16th, we have our full moon at 23 degrees of Aries, and this is in your 6th house of health and daily routine and work and regimen. And full moons bring awareness, culmination in the sector that they reside, and for you there's an awareness regarding your either physical fitness, your health, your diet, or your daily job, the 9 to 5. There's maybe an ending to a routine that you had incorporated for your health. Say you had taken some classes at the gym, they come to an end around that time. You have to decide if that's what you're into doing anymore. And perhaps you're just over the job you're in as well. The full moon in the 6th could see someone end a position and then attempt to start something new at the new moon, which is in your sign. I'll get to that in a minute. So if you're over the job, if you're not feeling that this is what you're meant to do, you have support in the last 9 days of October and half of November, if not 3 weeks of November, to really give you the support you need to place you in the right environment. On the 18th, Venus, the planet of balance and harmony, moves into Sagittarius, where she'll be conjunct Saturn. You love this news, Scorpio, and here's why. The 2nd house is what Sagittarius governs for you, the sign right after you. This is your money, your self-worth, self-value, the budget, your finances. And Venus herself is money and love and harmony and balance. So having her in the sector where she's able to smooth over your finances, this is what you need, because Saturn's been in there restricting what you're spending and has been for a year. And Saturn will still remain in this sign for you in this area through December 21st of 2017. So there's some time here. Saturn takes 2.5 to 3 years in a sign. So with Venus conjunct this restrictive energy, you could see yourself earning but yet saving. So you're accruing more with these two planets working together in the same sector. Great energy. It could work for you. Now on the 22nd, it all becomes about Scorpio. We have the sun entering your sign, so happy solar return, happy birthday. And that's in the first house of self. 2 days later, on the 24th, Mercury follows suit and enters your first house of self, Scorpio. And then on the 30th, 6 days after that, we have our new moon at 7 degrees of Scorpio in the first house. So from the 22nd on, it is all about you. It is your birthday. It is a time for preparation for the full solar year. Make sure you watch your ascendant sign as well and your moon sign. I'm telling people to go there and watch it as well. I've been receiving emails from people saying that they're really resonating with their moon forecast. So why not? Why not take and draw what you'd like from the forecasts and apply them to you if they work? So, the sun conjunct Mercury, communication, people are drawn to you. You're actually very analytical at that time as well, Scorpio, and really concerned with details with Mercury. And of course, you're communicating well. You have the capability to learn smoothly as well. And Mercury's direct, so that works in your first house. But the new moon is what I'm really into, because there's a new moon and it's on mischief night on the 30th. In your sign, and that does wonders for people at the time of Halloween, because there's all this Scorpio energy. Set your intentions for what you'd like to have to fully accomplish in a year too, Scorpio. Write your lists, check it twice. So throughout the whole month there is this overlying tension, and ironically it's regarding both of your ruling planets. You are governed by Pluto, but you are also ruled by Mars, Scorpio. You're one of those signs that has a double ruling planet. And what is happening with your two ruling planets is that they are sitting on top of each other exactly from October 12th in Capricorn through November 4th. By November 4th, they'll be at a 9-degree separation, which as an astrologer, I like to see at least a 9-degree separation before the energy can be dissipated that they're conjunct with. So all of this anger, which is Mars, aggression, fire, haste, irrational energy, on top of Pluto, which is darkness, destruction, death. This is all squaring Uranus in Aries, which is abrupt upheaval, electricity, shock value. Globally, I don't like the way this looks for natural disasters. I've said that in the September video, but I'm repeating it because not everyone watches every video. And I think it's absolutely noteworthy. It's going to be a game-changing month. October is smooth sailing for some of the transits, but there are aspects that are underlying in the belly of this beast that we can't ignore. And politically, this has a lot to do, considering the dates in the States, in the Northern Hemisphere, we're having our elections, and it's a batshit crazy time. People are absolutely out of their minds. And we can't really believe what we're witnessing politically. So, with that being said, this falling in that time frame of 11/4, November 4th, I think there's going to be a lot of upheaval here. And I would prepare for, things going on in the news. The media really wants you to live in fear and wants you fear-based. I'm not trying to project any fear. I'm interpreting the energy. And this energy is combustible. So whether that applies to people's reactions or the environment and our nature, something's occurring here, and I think it's groundbreaking and it's earth-shaking is what I'm saying. So let's get to the tarot and see what comes up for Scorpio for October. And if you'd like to book with me, I am at audreyalison.com. You would select your desired reading length via the PayPal button, And I will get back to you in a few days in an email with some times, and we can set it up. Okay, Scorpio. 7 of Coins, going through stages of transformation, the obelisk. These are actually all the 7 chakras too. And the heart chakra is lit up in here. But this would apply to promotion, work. The 6th house. The 7 of Coins. I'm getting a little message here. So go up 6. You're here in the 6th house a little bit. Maybe you got another level to go. I think when the sun is in Scorpio on the 22nd in the 1st house, you're considering job change, or there's some kind of awareness coming in about realigning where you need to be positioned. Ooh, and look at that, the 10 of Coins. There's a lot of coin activity, your security, your job, your responsibilities, the earth, your land where you're living, your environment. The Hermit. This is the 12th house where Mercury, the Sun, and Scorpio are. It's quiet time for Scorpio when the Hermit card shows up, and that's exactly what you're doing when you're reinvigorating the soul. You're getting your juices filled up with the 12th house, which is the house of the Hermit, or house of quiet, not the house of the Hermit. Hermit represents Virgo in the Tarot, which would be the 6th house on the solar wheel, but this is about 12th house, quiet, rest. Keeping the light on, though. The Hermit always keeps the light on for possibility, but he's not very reactive. So we'll see what else comes up here. Temperance. This is the sign of Sagittarius in the Tarot, but this is the road ahead, paved in gold, leads to the sun. Patience, balance, timing, everything in moderation, beauty, peace. This has a lot to do with that 12th house as well. And since you have some major players, personal planet activity in the 12th house sector, they're saying, just take a beat, take it easy. There's no reason to rush right now. The first 2 cards, in their monetary value, the 7 and the 10 of Coins, something is leading you up the obelisk here in this path. You also have the Empress. Some of you Scorpios are fertile with ideas right now. Some of you are fertile with fertility in your bodies. Your whole hormonal system could be shot up. I feel like some female Scorpios are juggling with the role you are playing between mother and workhorse and workforce. I feel like you are weighing the options of the time you are spending, and there could be a restructuring of the daily routine, the full moon in the 6th house. It could be as simple as this. You're a full-time mom, you're a full-time employee, you have to bring the kids to school, maybe you are a single mother. And I'm drawn to the females now because I'm pulling the Empress. So I'm referring to them now. So guys, bear with me. And this will apply to you if you are a single father and your responsibilities are parenting your children in that majority role. You might have to restructure just your daily routine in getting the kids to daycare and getting to work, the route, the order in which that 6th house is going to shine its awareness. There could be a rerouting of how you are organizing the day between work and motherhood or parenting. But patience. Just have patience with this, because October is a stressful month with all of the squares that we're having, but they bring change. They are uncomfortable so they can shift us into new areas. And when I think of the shifting, I also think of tectonic plates shifting. And that is very much about being in a square. When these planets are positioned 90 degrees away from each other, that is a discord position, not so much harmonious. So there will be energy for groundbreaking energy, dismantling energy and then rebuilding. I hope this was helpful, Scorpio. I'm wishing you a sweet October and a happy solar return. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.